Hi guys, it's Kelly. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you a recent haul that I got from Oil Perfumery. It's my very first time purchasing Oil Perfumery scents and I'm very excited to share these with you. Also, at the end of today's video, I'm going to be announcing a very special giveaway that I'm doing to celebrate hitting 300 subscribers, which I know isn't huge, but I'm celebrating every milestone because let's face it, like 3 months ago I had like 37 subscribers. So I'm very excited and I'm going to celebrate that by giving one of you guys something very special. Okay, so I've been hearing about Oil Perfumery for a while now and I wasn't really, I don't know, I'm not super into oils and I hate roll-ons with a passion, so I kind of was putting off ordering from them. However, one of my amazing subscribers sent me a little goodie bag and there was an Oil Perfumery version of Baccarat Rouge in there, like just maybe like half left, maybe a quarter. And I tried that and I really loved it. I thought it was really spot on. The longevity was great. I loved it. So I saw a sale pop up, or maybe just like an email, I don't know, something one night just popped up into my inbox and I was like, you know what, I think it's time to take the plunge on this and see how they are for myself. Before we dive into today's video, if you haven't yet, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out so that I can continue to create epic content for you guys. And also I'd like to just address the fact that my hair is soaking wet and the lighting is terrible. We're working on it. Okay, so let's start off. I am actually gonna rank these from my least favorite to my favorite. Because there's 4 of them, I feel like it'll be super easy to rank. So we're gonna start off with my least favorite. And there's a reason why it's my least favorite, and I wish it was further up on the list, but I'll explain it to you. So the very first one, and shockingly my least favorite, is the Impression of Guerlain's Spiritus Double Vanille. Now, I have not smelled the original of this. I'm very curious about it. I have not smelled it. Based on what everyone on YouTube says, I feel like it would be right up my alley. And to be honest with you, the first time I wore this, the first time I wear tested it, it was 1000% up my alley. It smelled like a boozy vanilla, like a very kind of spicy, boozy vanilla that almost like kind of Play-Doh-y, but more like spicy and like slightly green. And the first time I wore it, I loved it. It wasn't like a love, it was like an 8 out of 10, maybe 7.5 out of 10. So then the second time I wore it, I was sitting on the couch. It was late at night. It was like 10:30 probably. And I just put it on because I wanted something comforting. I think I was watching a movie or something. And all of a sudden I started to feel like I was gonna gag. I started to feel extremely nauseated. And I was like, what is going on? Like, what is that smell? And then I had a flashback to sophomore year of high school, maybe junior year, getting way too intoxicated off of a bottle of Captain Morgan and laying in my friend's bedroom, like with the room just spinning and not being able to get sick and just spinning, you know, that terrible feeling, and like burping up like liquid Captain Morgan burps. Like, sorry for the graphic, but this oil triggered that memory for me. And I was like, okay, maybe it's a fluke. Like, I need to just like get it out of my head, like shift my mindset around it, whatever. Last night I put it on again. I was about to do some yin yoga. The entire yin yoga session, I'm sitting there like literally feeling like 16-year-old intoxicated again, just having this flashback of memories. And so it's really unfortunate because the rum note in here is just way too strong for me. And I like a rum note, but the fact that it smells like a spiced rum note, I'm not sure the spices in here. Okay, so we have top notes of pink pepper, bergamot, and frankincense. Heart notes of Bulgarian rose, jasmine, and lang lang. And base notes of vanilla, benzoin, and rum. I think, you know, I was gonna give this away, but I feel like maybe I could have sort of a revival with this fragrance. But the past couple times I've worn it, it's literally smelled like a straight up Captain Morgan spice bomb. Not for me. So that is Oil Perfumery's Spiritus Double Vanille. Okay, the next one, my second least favorite, is ironically the one that I thought I was going to love the most. And the reason for that is because I've heard people say that if you like Fiona Ghee, which is like literally my all-time favorite fragrance, like of all time, if you've been watching my channel, you know that that is my soulmate, like nothing will top it. if I find something that tops that fragrance, hell will freeze over because it's my absolute favorite. It has been for a decade. So everyone was saying that this scent reminded them of Fiona Ghee, and the scent is called Plum Japanese by Tom Ford. So I was really excited. Let me read you the notes. Top notes of cinnamon and saffron. Not a huge cinnamon fan, but I love saffron. Heart notes of Japanese plum, which I love, plum blossom, immortelle, liquor, camellia, and cypress. And base notes of agarwood, which is oud, amber, benzoin, fir, and vanilla. The base notes sound incredibly up my alley. And it's nice. It's not bad. And I think maybe I've only worn it one time. I think maybe with some more wears, I would appreciate it a little bit more. But it just smelled kind of like flat to me. I smell a lot of the fir and the cypress, mostly the cypress, but I'm not really getting the full spectrum. And I read people's reviews on it, and it sounded like other people were getting like the full experience of all the different notes. And I'm just not getting that. Like, where's the saffron? Where's the plum? Like, I'm not smelling any of it, and it's confusing to me. So I don't know. I gotta play with this one a little bit more, but I was a little disappointed because I thought this was gonna be like a huge hit for me, and it's pleasant. I'd probably wear this like once the Christmas tree is up and it's like cold outside. I would probably wear this at night just like around the house because I love the smell of cypress and fir, but it just doesn't feel as complex as I wanted it to smell and what I expected it to based on the reviews that I read. So yeah, so that's Plum Japanese, but I actually do see what people are saying about the connection between Fiona Ghee, but Fiona Ghee is so complex and so just unique, and it's got like this juxtaposition of like dried fruits and this like sappy, almost like syrupy kind of quality to it, and this literally just smells like trees. So yeah, anyways, that's my first impression of Plum Japanese. I would love to know in the comments if you guys have tried this and like what are your thoughts on it, because I feel like I'm not getting the full picture. Okay, moving on to number 3, my second favorite out of the bunch. Now, I have not smelled the original actually I think I did smell it in an airport one time, but like every time I do an airport sniff test, it's like you're just like going down the line just trying to like smell everything before you have to go to your gate. I have never gotten an accurate representation of this fragrance, and I've heard people raving about it, and specifically because it's a vanilla fragrance, but it has that juniper berry note in there as well. And so I love my like kind of fresh, piney, woodsy juniper berries, cypress fir. Like I love balsam. I love all that. And mixing that with vanilla, like the sweetness of vanilla just sounds absolutely heavenly to me. So like I'm a huge fan of Arquiste's Architects Club, which is also a fragrance that has the notes of juniper and vanilla. I love that. So I kind of figured, okay, I'm gonna love this. And it's Maison Francis Kurkdjian's Gentle Fluidity Gold. So again, haven't smelled the original that I remember. I have smelled it, but not like consciously. And so I was really excited to get my hands on this. And let me just tell you, up top, it's got like a heavy hit of oud. Like it takes my breath away. It kind of gives me that same feeling when you smell Oud Satin Mood, where you're just like, like it kind of chokes you out for a second. But on skin, this is an absolutely beautiful vanilla, like green vanilla with juniper berries. It's really pretty. It does kind of take a couple minutes for that like oud to just chill out. I don't even know if there's oud in here. It just smells like oud up top. No, there's no oud. I don't know what it is that's giving that like punch up front. The notes in here are juniper berry, nutmeg, coriander, musks, ambery woods, and vanilla. And it is just like, this is really good. It's delicious. It's definitely not your run-of-the-mill vanilla. It's definitely not for someone who needs like their sweet, kind of resinous vanillas. It's not for you. It's more of like a fresh vanilla, more of a green vanilla, a little bit spicy. The coriander's not overwhelming. The nutmeg's not overwhelming either. Sometimes I have a hard time with those notes. But yeah, it's just really pretty. So I smeared this all over myself. I'm so not used to like rolling things on, so I'm like a little unsure of the application. So basically I just like cover my entire skin surface area. Not sure if that's what you're supposed to do, but I'm just kidding. I know you're supposed to apply it to your pulse points, but I just like slather myself. So I put this on, went to bed the other night. I woke up at like 3 in the morning to pee because I pee all night, and thanks 75 hard. Woke up and like the first thought before the thought of like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom now, I woke up and I thought, what is that smell? That smells so good. And I like got up to go to the bathroom, and while I was sitting there I was like, oh my God, I think that's my roll-on. It just has this really comforting, like warm, yeah, it's almost like a aromatherapeutic, just that it's very relaxing and very comforting. So I don't know if for this for me, I don't know if it would be like a going out fragrance, because it just has like such a spa-like quality to it for me. So yeah, I feel like this is a great fragrance. This would be a great one to wear like on a Sunday, like lounging around, maybe somewhere where you just want to smell like relaxing and not too like in your face. But yeah, this is really good. So I'm excited to continue wearing Gentle Fluidity Gold by Oil Perfumery. Okay, save the best for last. So this is my absolute favorite from the haul. Very excited about this. Recently I tried Angel Share for the first time, and I absolutely loved it. I have not fully gotten to experience it fully because I have a dabber of it. I have not yet transferred it to a spray vial. So I haven't even had the experience of like giving myself a good spray down of Angel Share, but I don't even need to have that experience to know that I absolutely love this fragrance. I love it. It's another one where I resisted it for so long because of the hype, and then when I finally smelled it, I was like, oh, I totally understand what everyone's talking about. This is like a breakthrough fragrance, you know? And so I had to get the dupe of it, the Oil Perfumery version. And part of the reason is I've heard some reviewers say that Angel Share's longevity is not great. I've heard some others say the exact opposite. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that it's not going to wear that long on me, because nothing seems to, because I just have like crazy dry skin, even though I drink a gallon of water every single day and I try to take care of my skin. Anyways, I digress. I got this because I know that I'm eventually going to purchase a bottle of Angel Share, and I wanted to have a layering tool to help with the longevity. So that's why I got this, and let me tell you, oh my God, you guys, this smells so freaking good. I would even go as far as to say, I think it might smell better. This smells like, okay, so these three have a smell up top that it smells not bad or off, but you can kind of tell that you're smelling like an oil dupe. Like it has a certain smell at the very top, and I wonder if most of them have this, where it's like it's like if I was to blind sniff it, I'd be like, oh yeah, that smells like a dupe or an oil. Like there's just something up on the top of it, on the surface, that kind of alerts you that this is not the real thing. This, on the other hand, does the exact opposite, where you're like, what is this? And actually I get even more apple on this than I do on the original, whereas like the original, I feel like I get kind of like a more boozy quality. This is a little bit sweeter. And then the spice kind of kicks in after a few minutes. So let's look at the notes on this one. Okay, so the Oil Perfumery Angel Share has a top note of cognac, heart notes of cinnamon, tonka bean, and oak. You really get the tonka bean. It's a beautiful tonka bean. And then base notes of praline, vanilla, and sandalwood. I think it's the praline that's really making it sweet, but I could bathe in this. I could live in this. I could just, if this could be my entire world, like this is a huge hit. So I recommend, if you like the Angel Share scent, I would run and get this. I think it was like $15. If that, it might have been 18, but like super inexpensive. Yeah, I'm like absolutely obsessed with this. So that's all I'm going to say on that. Those are the 4 that I got from Oil Perfumery. I'd love to hear what you are enjoying from Oil Perfumery, because I know that I'll be definitely purchasing from them again. The customer service was great. The shipping was fast. Like the whole process was really seamless and exciting. So let's move on to our giveaways. So to celebrate hitting 300 subscribers, I have decided to do a special giveaway. Unfortunately, this is only going to be available to those of you living in the US. At some point I will do more of an international giveaway, but at this point I know that most of you are based in the US and that's what works for me shipping wise, so that's what I'm gonna do. So some of you guys watched my video where I talked about ordering from Arielle Shoshanna for the first time and how there was like a mess up in my order, yet it ended up being a really positive experience because of how they handled the mess up. And I talked about how like really great customer service will make me want to repurchase from someone, especially when they mess up and then they make it right. I recently had an experience with ColourPop where they messed up twice and like, yeah, didn't fix it, didn't take really any responsibility for it, and it left me with a really bad taste in my mouth, so much so that I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna buy from them again. You know, so I think customer service is really, really important. And Arielle Shoshanna, like 10 out of 10 for customer service. So I had ordered a sample, it's called the weekend set, the sample set that includes Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I don't know if she meant to do this when she sent out, because my order like never got here. And when I emailed her about it, she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, like human error, I apologize. She sent out a new one right away. It got to me in like 2 or 3 days and it had 2 sets in it. So I'm not sure if she actually meant to do that or if it was a mistake, but either way, I have an extra set, an extra weekend set that includes the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday samples. These are really, really good. They're definitely different. I feel like Friday is going to be more of like a springtime scent. Saturday is going to be more of a summertime scent. Sunday is going to be more of a fall scent. I mean, you could wear these in any season really, but they kind of remind me of different seasons. And Sunday was definitely the hit for me. Sunday's like kind of like a matcha sort of green tea scent that's absolutely delicious, kind of creamy, kind of gourmand. It's really good. So I would love to gift one of you this amazing Arielle Shoshanna weekend set. Here are the rules. All you have to do is comment below with your city and state, make sure you like this video, and then make sure you're also subscribed to the channel. Those are the 3 actions that you have to take in order to enter the giveaway. And then if you want a bonus point, you can leave your Instagram handle. I'll go over on Instagram and I'll follow you on there. My handle is the Kelly J. Atwood Official, I believe it's my name. And I'll follow you on there, and if you follow me back, I'll give you a bonus point for the giveaway. So it's a brand new Instagram account. I'm really trying to grow my following, so that's, you know, how I'm posing to do that. So yeah, and then what's today? I don't even know what the date is, but let's say November 11th, because I love the numbers 1111. I will pick a winner and I will reply to your comment and I'll let you know that you've won. And then it will be just your responsibility just to reach out to my email that's in my about section on my channel. And you can just give me your address there versus doing it publicly. And then I'll send you your little weekend set. It's very exciting. So that's it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have anything to say about Oil Perfumery, please let us know in the comments. I know we're all itching to hear. They've got a De Los Santos that they just came out with too. I'm very excited to share that or to experience that. So yeah, share any thoughts, any comments, any questions that you have down below. I'm wishing you the best day ever. I hope you have a great week. I'll see you guys next Monday. Have a wonderful day. Bye.